All right. What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching this video. Another great entry, a video breakdown of US30. All right, let's go to the chart. First things first, you know how we do. We must go to the verse of the day. Romans 6:23, right? The wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life in Christ Jesus, our Lord. Listen, it's a gift today. A gift. All right, so what I wanted to do today was go over this entry with you all and explain from a very bare chart. Initially, I just want to have a bare chart and I want to show you exactly what happens, right? We're looking at tradingview.com on US30. The first thing that I will do, right, when I get to the chart is go to the 12-hour time frame. For some of us, we don't have the 12 hours, so we have to go to 4 hour, right? And we're looking for 12 hours, where that's 3 candles. You grab the fib tool, right? That's this tool here, and you plot it on the chart. And there's some settings there that I can give you if you're interested. Okay. All right. So what do we do then? Then we drop down to a lower time frame and we look for potential entries. What I want to do, I also want to be mindful of what has price done in the last several days. Well, you can see here that yesterday it did a push down. The day before that, a push up. The day before that, a push down. The day before that, a push up. The day before that was push up for several days, right? So we could potentially be seeing a reversal with this M pattern or double top pattern to take us further down into this area here, okay, which was a recent or most recent low on a high time frame. Pay attention. Well, there's a couple of things that we can do with that kind of information, that kind of idea. Okay, we can potentially, because there's no guarantees, there's only probabilities, right? We'll say it again, there's no guarantees, only probabilities. So we have to be mindful of how possible, how probable it probably could happen, right? Well, we want to use some indicators, and the first one I want to throw up is, it's a new indicator to me, and it is found in your indicators list under BJ key levels, right? The number is 7717 currently. That's how many people have downloaded or added this to their chart, okay? Or at least put a star by it, right? So that's what I do, put a star on it so that it shows up in my favorites. And here it is, BJ or B Jorgum key levels. So we add that to the chart. I'm going to turn it on. And what it does is that it simply uses support, which is indicated by this yellow area, right? Support, and resistance, which is indicated by this blue area. Okay, so now, and it gives you the price here for support, and it gives you price here for the top of resistance and the bottom of resistance, okay? So, with this information, so much information, right? I want to come up with a couple ideas. Number one, if price were to reject, right? If price were to reject, meaning not continue going higher, but reject here and start to fall, right? There's potential sell opportunities and targeting this level here for support. Okay, that's the idea. Reject or resistance, hit and reject, pushing price down further, into a support area, which is down here in the blue level, right? Support level. Just keep that in mind. Okay. Now, that's support and resistance approach. Okay. Now I want to jump down to a lower time frame. Not 1 minute yet. I want to go to 15 minute. Okay. And I'm looking at this same kind of way. The 12-hour channel is here, right? Support is down at the lower price ranges, and resistance is the higher price range, ranges, right? And I'm waiting to see what price wants to do. And as I do that, I also want to turn on our smart money indicator. But you know what? Before I do that, I want to go ahead and show you a alternative, because this is a paid indicator, but let me show you an alternative to the smart money indicator, and that is the order block finder. So you go to search and you type order block finder, and you'll see the number is 8918. That's how many people have added it to their chart. Put a star by it, right? Throw it on the chart and see what kind of order blocks are being printed. Okay. What I see here is that there is order blocks that have yet been, that are still valid in previous days. One, for example, is here. And I'm looking at this because price is in that range one more time. So I want to label that with a green range, and I'm going to split that up from a 0 being here to a 50. I'm going to split it in half to the 100%, right? And so if we look, we go scoot over here a little bit. We look this bullish order block, meaning that this was where the buyers came and just rejected that lower price range, shooting it up, is here. That's where it touched here and rejected twice, right? So that's a very strong level. It touched again and yet again, right? Once yesterday, once in this session, today's session. So the idea is, if price continues up into this range, I'm potentially looking for a sell once it gets into this range. Now I could also look for a buy once it closes above my 12-hour channel and take it up and watch and see how it reacts to this resistance level. So my target would be here, right? And it looks like a pretty decent 1 to 1.5. We just have to wait and see. Okay, so that's kind of the idea of when I wake up. That's what I do. That's what I look at. Higher time frames, going lower, looking at support and resistance, marking up on the 15-minute time frame, potential bullish and bearish order blocks, and then I just wait. I just watch the chart print. If you've ever been on our Zoom meeting, you know that we just stay patient and watch price prints. Come on. All right, so now I want to forward the time. Right now I drop down to a 1 minute time frame. All right, I'm going to get rid of the order block finder, and now I'm looking for a break of structure, right? I'm looking for a break of structure. I want to know if price, let me reset this time frame real quick and update the indicators. I want to see when and where price will give me a break of structure. Now, we see one here, which is at 4:23 a.m. Guess what? I'm not awake yet, but some of you are. So continue to watch price print. Here we go. It makes a low. It finds support at this support level right here. And what are we expecting it to do? Let's see. We're expecting it to go up. It drops down even further. Okay, it drops down even further. It's 5:15. Yesterday I took an amazing entry that went way further than what I thought it would, and it was cool to watch that. I took a 1-to-1 because I was traveling and this, that, and the other. I wasn't able to really watch it the way I want to, the way I usually do. So I just took a 1-to-1, which is great because it's profitable. But man, that thing went to like a 1-to-7. It was amazing. Today, all right, we're seeing price yet again touch for several times this resistance area, and it's rejecting again. Okay, so we continue to watch price print. Let's just take it to where I woke up. All right. Here's where you see the breakout. Right here's where you see the breakout, and it continues higher. So if you were in a sell, hopefully you had a stop loss there. If you were in this breakup structure, hopefully your stop loss was not hit, because that right there is a scary wick, and that's what we call a liquidity pull. Anytime there is a trend line liquidity, meaning that price is making a trend down, and you see a massive impulsive move up, that means that smart money, is doing a liquidity pull, taking all these stop losses out. All right. To what? To reject and then do what? Let's see. It finds resistance, and then it drops yet again to take out all of the buyers who were buying at that support level. See, this is why you have to be very patient, very disciplined with your risk management. Okay. And it takes out all the liquidity in this trend here. Smart money knows what they're doing. You know what I mean? All right, let's continue. Because I woke up at 7:30, so I didn't see any of this happen. I got some great rest. Oh, amazing rest. All right, here's 7:30. Here's where I wake up to the charts. Right, I wake up to the charts. I do all the top-down analysis. I do all those things. Okay. So I'm just watching price print. I'm seeing that we're at the 50% of our 12-hour channel. All right. If I jump up to a higher time frame and I look for the moving averages, the only one I'm really looking for is the 200. And I see that we are rejecting these price ranges here, and that we are above the 200 moving average. Nothing really looks interesting to me at this point. Why? It just seems like it's very choppy, and the conditions of this market are just all over the place, which is what US30 is known for, which is why we are patient and we watch price print. Okay, we continue to watch price print. All right, and we could potentially be looking for a break of structure. Okay, it ranges for quite a bit. All right, and as we approach 8:30, we see at 8:30 a massive drop and rejection in this support area. Now, what is our rule? Our rule is that we don't trade between the 8:30 and the 8:45 range. This is a no trade zone. We stay away from it for dear life, and we just watch price print. Why? Because it's so volatile, we don't know what's going to happen. What ends up happening is price melts some more. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay. Maybe it's just not printing on the replay. Okay. And what does it do? It touches to the decimal our 15-minute order block. And if we also look there on the higher time frame, there is a let's see if it prints. Yeah, here is a 30-minute order block, which covers quite a bit more range here. So 15-minute order block, 30-minute order block are showing us pretty much the same thing, right? So if we go back down to 1 minute, we see that it touches it, the top of it, to the decimal, right? It touches and it closes to the decimal, the top of the bullish order block. So what does that mean? That means it's probably time to start buying. It's time to start looking for a buy. Okay, and if I open up the RSI, stochastic RSI, I see that we are extremely oversold. Okay, well, how likely is it that it could continue down? At this particular point, anything's possible, right? We're in our no trade zone. So we continue forward, right? It makes somewhat of a correction, and then it continues down. Then it makes a pretty significant push down, and this is what we want to look for. We want to look for rejection and an exit out of this bullish order block. I want it to come down, and the further down the better, and then break, retest, continuation. All right, and that's exactly what we see. We see it come, right, break, we break through going up, we retest coming down. I wish it would have gone down further, and now we're looking for continuation. All right, so we continue to watch price print. It makes a huge bullish candle. So, but because we're in our no trade zone, we have to wait, because anything is possible, right? So we wait and see. Now here is a rejection to our moving averages. The 21 moving averages get rejected. So how likely is it that it comes and touches this order block? Again, we'll wait and see. Now we're looking for an entry. That entry right here, the bullish engulfing candle, potential entry. We see a doji, and then we see another bullish candle. Here is a potential entry for those who have to have the confluences of different candle patterns. That's a tweezers here. So, we could enter here, and stop loss would cover this wick here with a little bit of cushion. I like 50. And what do we target? We target 1-to-1. Now we're in this trade, and we're going to hold this trade. Okay. We take a glance at the LMI, and it's red. Take a glance at the stochastic. It's a bit oversold. Okay, we're seeing how price is going to react into these resistant levels to the higher price ranges. And so we move forward. We're in profit. We take a small drawdown, then we go further into profit. We take a huge push up. I'm feeling confident about this trade. Then we see a rejection to this resistance level. Now at this point, we are holding on and trusting that our stop loss is going to hold up to what US30 wants to do. We hit a 1-to-1, by the way, and we continue to watch price create new highs. We're looking for a new high or a break of structure, and there it is, a new high, a break of structure, right? We hit a 1-to-3, and at this point we hit a 1-to-5. So here's the idea. Once we've rejected, okay, let's go back. Once we've rejected this bullish order block that was on a higher time frame, how likely is it that we would continue to this area here outside of the channel? So what I would do, I would now target a 1-to-2 and look and see where price is, or where that target is, and it's at the bottom of a bearish order block at the top of this 12-hour channel. So I am very confident in taking it to 1-to-2. All right, and 1 to 2 gets hit right there. Now, we also have the opportunity, if we so choose, to go ahead and target higher price ranges, right? Higher bearish order blocks. I believe this is a higher time frame bearish order block because I don't have it marked up. I'll just say it like this. Let me go to the 15-minute time frame, and yeah, so that was this resistance level here, sort of the middle, the 50% of this resistance level. Drop back down to a minute time frame. Continue to watch price print to see what it does. It starts to range. We break above the 12-hour channel. We make higher highs. Okay, we start to range at the top of the channel. Here's 10 o'clock. This right here, okay, this right here, this push up gets us to our target, which at that point is almost a 1 to 2.9, almost a 1 to 2 to 3. And so at that particular point, I'm really thinking that I need to consider taking profit at 149, almost 150 points, which is an amazing RR. Now, if I go ahead and just play this and see where we are currently, we continue to make higher highs, and at almost close to 11 a.m., we made even higher highs to 1 to 3.9, almost a 1 to 4 risk reward ratio. How likely is it, you all answer this question for me, how likely is it that we will see in the very near future a target hit that takes us up to this range here, which would be a 1 to 8.88? How likely? What I would do is I would set an alarm. I would let at least a penny roll, a penny run, and wait and see. So as we can see, there are breakup structures happening. Resistance is getting smashed through. New support is being found as price, even currently right now, is continuing to push up into the higher time frames. Okay, so I drop back down, or I go back up to a 1 hour. Okay, to a 1 hour. And what I like to do is I like to draw a fib, and I'm calling it the 38, right? The 38% fib, and all it does is leave one, excuse me, one line. This 38.2%. Now we've completely gone past that to the upside, and that is a good sign that we could potentially be seeing some higher price ranges being touched. And I also see some imbalances in price that need to be mitigated. So, all right, I think that's going to do it for this video. I mean, enjoy these profits, enjoy these taking this trading to the next level. I mean, listen, y'all are part of the Off the Charts group. I hope some of you all are catching on to this stuff. We're going to be meeting again over the weekend. I'll probably be Zoom meeting in. So, man, I just want to tell you, I enjoy, sorry about that. I enjoy walking through each step, each trade, the mindset behind it, the patience, the discipline to take these trades and watch how it affects me. Emotional intelligence, that's number one. All right, guys, that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.